Hey guys, Brady here, and I'm gonna talk about something I don't really talk about. It's called humor, and why people need to have some these days. Um, we're at this day and age where people take everything offensive. Every little thing you say could offend someone. I love your shoes today. They're really nice. What? What? Why would you say that? It's so offensive. Um, People just need to know when to take their dicks out of their asses and not take offense to every little thing that goes on around them. I was reading an article today on Google. I think it was like CNN or something. No, not CNN. BBC. There's an article on BBC. They were talking about how uh, people is losing their sense of humor because they find everything racist nowadays. I mean, if I lived back in the 80s and I lived in the 90s and lived throughout the 2000s, I'd be in the age of where people, I'd be remembering that people did not take things so offensive back then. People were all calm, laid back. Yeah, I said laid back. I don't say chill. I say laid back. Laid back about stuff. Comedians were allowed to make whatever jokes they want. Sure, they were offensive, but people didn't get too offended by it. And now, since the dawn of this and apps like this, people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna post about what this comedian say because I find it offensive." Um, comedians get backlash nowadays, and I feel sorry for them. I mean, I don't mind offensive humor. Like I love humor that's offensive. I kind of had like a dark, twisted sense of humor. It's also offensive too. Um, like it takes a lot for me to be offended by something. Like if you're a comedian on stage, and I'm Jewish. If you're a comedian on stage and you made a joke about Judaism, I'd laugh hysteric at it. Now, if you were some random Joe Schmo on the street and you came up to me and called me a fucking kike, I would not take too kindly of that. I'd be like, "Are you serious?" I'd be pissed off. I don't know the person. I'm not sure if the person's being mean or something. It's fine and dandy when you're with your friends, but when someone just comes up to you and just calls you like an offensive word, it's not good. But I'm saying comedians, you know they're joking. You're going there because you know they're gonna be offensive. Don't have someone come up to you and call you the K word, the N word, the um anything, the W word, the B word, Beaner. Um, but people shouldn't be offended by that because being a comedian means you're gonna offend a lot of people. But you're doing it as a joke. You're doing it because it's your job. You're not being like mean about it. It's just joking around, and people took that fine back then. But now, since we're in the day and age of the touchscreens and shit, people are now like, "Oh, this is offensive. I don't like the way this comedian says something about my culture, my religion," or um, I went to this open mic thing last night, and this guy made one of the most sexist things I've ever heard. Oh, I gotta write about this. Oh, um, I said something a little bit off colored on YouTube. I probably shouldn't have said it, but you see a lot of offensive comments in the comment sections a lot. You see like a lot of you see people using the N word, you see people using the K word, you see people using anything. People have no filter on YouTube in the YouTube comment section. Um, like, all right, I'm gonna turn my filter off for a bit and say something slightly. Well, I didn't have the intention of saying something offensive. Like if I offended anyone when I wrote what I said, I didn't was my intention to offend you. So if I offended you, I'm sorry. It wasn't my intentions, okay? but you just need to have a sense of humor. I wrote, Watch Mojo did a video called what's it called? Top 10 movies that should have their own theme park ride. And I thought it'd be funny if I wrote Where the fuck is Schindler's List ride. And I got backlash for that. Wasn't I got backlash, but I also got people saying, "Oh, we're in this day and age where people get offended and shit like that." I could actually pull it up. Hold on one second. All right, so. Oh shit! I probably shouldn't have done that. Watch Mojo, don't fucking tell me. All right, so look, this is the comment section. Someone wrote, "Not cool, bro." Actually, I'm just gonna show you what I wrote. You see that? All right, there. I wrote, "Not cool, bro." Educational. Oh, this is one that took kindly to it. Haha, you stole the joke. I was gonna say, though I want it in a Disneyland or something. Holocaust is no joke, okay? Not cool, dude. Jesus fucking Christ. People like you make me sick. And I wrote, I'm Jewish. Dude, I'm Jewish. Me and my friends who are Jewish say stuff like this all the time. We make offensive jokes all the time. If I offended anyone, I am very sorry. It was not my intention. And then someone wrote, people who get offended never understand where humor is rooted and how humor is used to cope with traumatic events. Ha ha ha, there's plenty of rides still open to the public in Germany and Poland. They just haven't got any of the rides working since the mid-1940s. Oh, that's... Wow, Ransom Hades. That's fucked up. That's hilarious. See what I mean? That's offensive, that joke. What he wrote. That's offensive towards my religion. But I find it fucking hilarious. I'd probably be pissed off if he walked up to me and said that, because I don't know who the hell you are. But I'm reading it and I could tell that he's joking, because he wrote the ha. I probably should have wrote like, no, I'm not gonna write LOL after that. But people just need to not be offended by everything. I mean, no matter if it's religion, sex, politics, people just get offended over it. Chris Rock has to now censor some of the things he says. He's like, it's just awful. Comedians shouldn't have to worry about people booing them off stage because they said something offensive. That shouldn't be. Comedians should say what they want to say. They're allowed to say what they want to say too. But we're just at this day and age where people just get offended left and right, and it shouldn't be. People shouldn't be offended all the time. They need to know when to take a joke. Know when people are being sarcastic. Don't just jump at the I'm offended train, because this comment is offensive. You're on YouTube, you're on social media, you're gonna hear a lot of more offensive things than what I wrote. Not saying what I wrote was right, but I actually got a pretty neat. Actually, no, it's not neat. I actually got an idea for that ride, but I'm gonna maybe say that for another video. Don't want to say it. It's kind of. I'm gonna get a lot of hate if I say it. I'm not gonna say it. But yeah, people should just. I don't like this generation at all. People are offended. The music sucks. Game of Thrones is taking over. Actually, that's not a bad thing. But I just wanted to state that right now. Does anybody notice that in Hollywood, Game of Thrones is taking over Hollywood? Like every single movie nowadays has to feature at least two or three actors from Game of Thrones or Doctor Who. Guardians of the Galaxy had that girl from Doctor Who. Terminator Genesis had like at least 2 or 3 people from Game of Thrones. Emilia Emilia Clarke. Got the other people. Ed Skrein was in Transporter 4 and Deadpool. Anyway, that's a little bit off topic. I have ADHD. I'm coping with it. I'm sorry. But anyway, um, but people just shouldn't stop taking offend to everything and not be too PC about it. Um, but yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I think nostalgia critic Doug, aka Doug Walker, made a great point. He did a video similar to this. He made a great point about it, about saying like people shouldn't be offended. We're at this day and age. He basically said the same thing I'm saying. Except he probably worded it better because he's a better speaker than I am. I'm not good at speaking and saying things like this. But people should. Yeah, I don't think comedy has gone too far. It's like the old saying. It's like the old saying. Dark humor is like food. Not a lot of people get it. Not everyone gets it. I mean, dark humor is like food. Not everyone gets it. That's offensive. It's hilarious though. Um, like I said, me and my friends were. I talked to my friends who are Jewish. Um, my friend's like, if you weren't Jewish, I'd hate you right now. And but he says in like a joking way because he knows I'm joking. We joke around a lot. Um, he doesn't want to laugh, but he can't help it because some of the stuff that I say is just hilarious. But he knows I'm joking because we're friends, we're buddies. We we could go for hours and just say offensive things towards each other because we're friends. But if someone out of our friend group walked up to us and said some offensive things to us, yeah, we're gonna get offended. But if what I'm trying to say is, if you're with your buddies, it's okay to make offensive things. If you're a comedian, I'm not saying it's okay to say it, but you're a comedian. It's kind of your job. You're not just picking on one thing; you're picking on everything. So, uh, just people just need to learn to take a joke and not be too politically correct on everything. Um, and people are also saying that you're racist for voting for Trump because apparently he's a racist bastard. Um, I don't know why I said something about Trump. Uh, Trump is hilarious. Do I want him as president? Not really. That's another video.